Welcome to this presentation of the Upland Racing Series Frost Season Champion Circuit Finals. Presented by the Metaverse Racing News Network and the Upland Racing League.
I am fantastic. Thank you very much for having me. I feel like filling in big shoes here. So I told you before the show here. Excuse me if I'm not Dak, so I don't have the racing experience here. But we're here. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a blast. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm very excited. The Upland, our first Upland Championship circuit race here for our first season championship. This is for all the points for the leaderboard.
Whoops. Okay, I'm back. Hey, honestly, it's not race day unless I screw something up technically. That's just the way it is.
That is the
It's
fun of
it
live.
is
That's the
not
fun of
yeah,
live.
it is not race day unless I, go a half a minute with a mute on or something. I always do something. So anyway, we are back and I am joined by X1 the Gamer because all of that got missed for right off the bat. So I wanted to say it again, how much we appreciate you allowing us to come on here and do this. Super excited about it. And thank you for that. Quickly, we want to review the rules for the finals as we go through this. So the top 12 qualifiers in the Champion Series race, which is Pro Series cars, Series 1, Series 1E, Series 1R, and Series 1 Special Editions, the UK, the Argentina, those edition cars. So a lot of different vehicles running in this class. So Heat 1 is all of your odd numbered finishers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. Heat number 2 is all your even numbered finishers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. With the number 1 qualifier starting Heat 1 and the number 2 qualifier starting heat number 2. Um, and then the way this works is the top 3 finishers in each heat will go on to the final race to determine places 1 through 6. The ones who do not qualify for the finals race will be set into their slot according to overall race time. So spots 7 through 12 will be determined by overall race time finish. And then prizes are awarded through for places 1 through 10, if I'm not mistaken, through the finals. And then competition series leaderboard points will be assigned 1 through 12 for that series that culminates in Genesis Week. Am I correct in all that?
Correct. So 1 through 10, first place through 10th place gets awards just like all the other leaderboards during the season racing. And then for the championship circuit point structure, all racers today in the semifinals and finals will receive points towards that leaderboard. So good luck to everybody. This is it.
Absolutely, this is 100% it. This is the creme de la creme. So the racers that have made it up to the top of the leaderboard have really put in a ton, and I mean a ton of time on these racetracks in order to get the points enough to get up there. So super excited about it. And so let's go ahead and check out the track real quick because we had a change a couple of weeks ago. The original LaSalle track was the guitar track, and it was at I believe 3.12 miles. And then a couple of weeks ago, we did a big giant flip flop, and we came across the what is now the Lusail track at 5.22 miles. So X1, talk about that for a minute. What was the thought process behind uh, making the longer track and because I know it has to do with the structure and the fact that we're talking about the fact of Lusail now being a monument track. Is
Correct.
that correct?
Yeah, this just fits that monument structure better. It makes it more epic. It puts a focus on the stadium that's there,
Mm-hmm.
and gives it that epic feeling. And that's monuments, and that's these races, the championship circuit races, like you said, are the creme de la creme of racers. It's why the championships each season will happen at these monuments. And so we restructured the track to give it that feel, to give it that vibe, and to make it a truly championship experience.
For sure, for sure. And one other thing too. So um, not only that, but if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong. So right now, most of the racetrack structures that are in Upland are medium structures, which leads me to believe that there will be eventually a small structure and a large structure. So now, does the Lusail track constitute what would be a large structure?
Yeah, I can't speak to that. I just
Okay.
know this. Oh, look forward for the monuments going forward to have a similar style, similar sized track like this. This is the monument track. As far as outside of that, I can't speak to the track
Awesome.
sizes.
No, no, no. That's fine. That's fine. So that is good to know. All right. Very cool. So I did want to do a quick look at the final standings if my screen will actually get me there, which it doesn't appear to actually want to get me there. Really? Could we
I do
make it?
while you're looking at it, I do want to shout out everybody who participated in this season and on all the leaderboards in all the different types and styles of cars and races that we had. It was competitive from top to bottom, from the karts to Series 4 to Series 1. All of them were very competitive. And congratulations to the top 10 on each of those leaderboards. And obviously, a special congratulations to the racers that we'll see today. It was a successful first season, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, and it was super competitive all the way across the board. I was surprised, to be honest with you, about how competitive, especially like carts. Everybody was on carts for a long time.
Yeah.
Those things, and it was fun to watch, but depending on the track, it could be a little painful to watch if they're running on a fairly long track. So,
Yeah.
but that was really super cool to see. But I do want to go ahead and quickly check out the standings For our Frost season Pro Series and Series 1 that were racing today in the finals, we had Akapropi that came in on the first place spot with a 39.40 in total points. She and Raza in number 2. So those will be our two heat starters today. Metashpook in number 3. Big Dorm 611 in fourth. M. Wagamizzi, who just finished off racing in the URL as well, finished fifth. San Mahoney in sixth. Matsuda in seventh, part of the Mahoney Racing team. Phalos in eighth. XAOC777, who is the number 2 Upland Racing League World rankings. And Maddox in the 10th spot. J.H. Tolton in number 11. And myself picking up the last qualifying position in the 12th spot. So it looks like we are going to have some big dogs in there, boy. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
some.
no, absolutely. I mean, look how close those points were, especially for 1 and 2 in there. They squeaked that out at the end.
And
Um,
they were pushing hard in the last, basically the last 48 hours of racing. They were just pounding it. And I know I couldn't keep up with it. I don't think Acker probably slept in 3 days.
yeah, wow. Well done.
So it was
Dedication.
right. That's what
That's
I'm
what it
saying.
takes. You want to be a champion? That's what it takes on the championship circuit.
You got that right. Dedication. So let's take a look at Heat 1. We have Akapropi, who is going to be our pole position starter. We have Metashpook, M. Wagamizzi, Matsuda R, XAO777, and JH2271 that are going to be going into Heat number 1. So we will go ahead and let's see. Let me tag our drivers here and make sure they're ready to go.
Now,
There
do
we
you have
go.
any out of this race? Any predictions based on experience with these racers? Any is there a guy to beat here, a racer to beat?
I mean, honestly, in my opinion, Metaspook is in this first heat. He is the URL ranked world number 1 racer right now. So I think he is the one to beat. Definitely the one to keep your eyes on in this heat. He is he's a diehard, diehard. He is he teaches a lot of racing. He is on the tracks constantly. So he, in my opinion, is one of the ones to beat. And you can't count out Matsuda. He is the current 2023 Pro Series champion in the Upland Racing League. So you can't count him out. He actually just won our Week 4 finals previous to this race. So he has already hit the winner's circle today. So I would certainly look for him to be a contender in this race as well. All right, we do have the code posted in the drivers channel, so we want to make sure we get all of the Heat 1 drivers in there.
Very good. Yeah, super, super exciting. What's so cool in this series 1 is it really is the dedicated hardcore racers that have risen to the top here. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out for our first series
Yeah.
points. Who gets the top points here on the leaderboard? Now, if you happen to get number 12 and you only get 1 point on the leaderboard, there's still next season. So you're not out of it. Makes it really
Oh,
competitive season to season.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll see how this plays out.
Right, and everybody, I try to make sure that everybody kind of understands too that for the frost season this season, and I'm assuming for blossom season as well, that this is kind of a beta testing phase for what will eventually become the Upland Racing Series Champion Series. Starting next year with the summer season. Am I correct in
Correct.
that?
Yeah, this is all open beta. We're testing it before we go fully live with the official year-long racing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a culmination test championship here at Genesis Week this year and the Genesis month, and then we start the official racing here in Sizzle season this summer, and then we've got till next Genesis week for everybody to race season in and season out, get those points, get on that championship leaderboard. The best prizes, the biggest prizes, the best racers are all going to be on that championship circuit.
Oh yeah, and I honestly, and everybody gets excited for Genesis Week, and it's just another reason to pull in some excitement for Genesis Week as we continue to roll through this cycle. Just such an awesome thing that is happening here, and hopefully, what this means is that we are going to get more people racing and more competition going out there. All right, so we have our 6 drivers in the race right now, so I'm going to go ahead and join as a spectator. And let me jump
it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of long straightaways on this track. How do the racers utilize these straightaways? When do they use their boosts? At what points in the race do they use them? When do they attempt to overtake each other? This Lucelle racetrack is no joke. So a lot of strategy involved in this one.
It is no joke, and we are likely to see basically every kind of Series 1 car along with the stock car pro cars in this race in the finals. So, if just for an example, if we look at who is in the race right now, we have a couple of UK editions. We've got 4 Pro Series cars. So this is going to be a very hotly contested heat. So we're definitely looking forward to this. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to my screen share so we can get the race started.
Right, here we go. I'm a little nervous. I'm not even racing. I'm a little nervous here for everybody.
And I like it because I get to see the race, the other drivers before I have to run my heat, because I'm in heat number 2. So I'm pretty happy about that. Try to get some lowdown on the runs here.
Sorry, this is a technical issue. I'm here on Zoom with you. What's the best way for me to watch it? I'm watching on our YouTube channel here. Should I jump in as a spectator to watch as well?
Not necessary.
Okay. All right, here we go, everybody. Ooh, look at that. That UK car is beautiful. That skin is my favorite.
It's one of my favorites as well. I love it. And in my opinion, the UK edition is the fastest car on the track right now.
Wow.
It typically tops out at about 213 kilometers per hour, where the stock car pro tops out at 211. So it's going to be really interesting to see. And as we get a jump off the start, here we go. Akapropi off to the races. And he is not wasting any time to use those boosts. J.H. Tolton coming in right at the second spot. Matt Suter now making a pass. Metaspook up into the third place spot, pushing J.H. all the way down to 4th. Imwaga in 5th. XAO now moves up into 5th. Akapropi really out there with a huge lead in that UK edition car. Matsuda, of course, right behind him in the second place spot. Metaspook in 3rd still.
It looks like his strategy at Akapropi is get out ahead and stay ahead. If he can hold this off, can he hold this off for 3 laps? That's going to be the question.
And that's the key, because these laps are, like you said, this track is no joke, and these laps are long. At 5.22 miles, we're likely to see somewhere around, somebody has a really good run, you'll see a high 7:19. I think the record on this track is 7:19.446 or something.
Wow.
So that is very fast, and it's going to be really and it's tougher to get a lap record when you're in competition as well. So
Matsudar's staying there, keeping it competitive here in second.
Yeah, keeping pace with the UK edition. JH has now moved up into the 3rd place spot, passing Metaspook. XAO in 5th. Mwagamizi in 6th. These 4th through 6th spots right here are all kind of bunched up together. We're still seeing the UK edition in there.
Everybody's taking the same lane so far. I did notice Matsudar took a different lane up in second place there. We'll see if that's able to pay off for him going forward on these next laps.
Yeah, there is a very specific fast lane that goes around the track. So I know that these guys know what that line is. They've been practicing this track, I guarantee you, a ton of times. Acroproppy making a very good showing here. And here comes XAO up trying to make a move on. Oh, wow. Making the pass on that Suitor. Making the boost, putting the two UK editions right up in the front row. JH still holding on to that fourth place spot, but that's not going to get him into the finals.
No, great move there here on lap 2. Can he hold off now too? Can Acroproppy still hold on to that first place title? Looks like AOC is coming in.
He is definitely going to make this a close race. He is definitely on his heels. And this is where we're going to see a lot of the boost strategy of where these guys used it. Did they use it at the beginning? Was that XAO's final boost for the race? Are we hoping that, is he holding in there, hoping that maybe Acroproppy makes a mistake here? We will see.
Yeah, we've got two different lanes right here on this straightaway. Acroproppy and XAO mimicking each other. Matsudar and JH22 really sticking to that same lane.
Oh, no. Oh, Metaspook making a bad move. Matsudar had a brutal skid back there on that turn, but manages to get back up into the third place spot. That was a tough one. That was a good recovery. Acroproppy still continuing to hold on to that lead with XAO hot on his heels. Matsudar still holding on to third to make it into the finals if he can hold off Metaspook. And that's going to be a tough hold there as well.
Yeah, you have that one tricky corner there, and that where everybody bunched up on that corner. Can you make some moves there if someone makes a mistake? That's going to be the question coming in this last lap. First and second are close. Second and third are close. Looks like everybody's starting to bunch up again. We're going to have a very close last lap here coming into the third lap.
And this is going to be right here. We're going to see it on this next turn. If anybody's holding a boost, this is going to be it. I think. Nobody's using it if they're holding it. They're not showing it.
Here we go. This is our first straightaway. Does anybody try to boost to the front here?
And they could be
solid.
Yeah, somebody could be holding one to the very end too and try to boost into the start as well. So,
yeah, this top four keeping it. Nobody's made a move yet, keeping it close. Acroproppy's probably been the most active, changing lanes here. Look at that nice change to the right. Everybody moved over, very smooth.
yeah, it just says a lot to how much time they've actually spent on this track. And I can tell you, if they
at this point, I mean, that looked like muscle memory right there. That
it
was
is right. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. They've spent so much time on here that they've remembered, where the turns are, where the lane changes are, everything.
Here we go. Can third and fourth here, closing the distance slightly at this point in the track. We've got that tricky corner coming up here.
Yep. Oh, here we go. We got some skidding already happening, and there goes Matsudar skidding again. Being passed by Metaspook, and that may be the mistake that Metaspook was waiting on. And Acroproppy this one's just crazy. Acroproppy holding on to that lead. If he can go wire to wire, that would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, his strategy so far seems to have worked out here coming in the last third of this track. Get out in front, stay in front, really set the pace here for everybody else.
Yep.
Can Matsuda take back that third place
And we're going to find out right now.
position here?
And it looks like nobody has saved a boost for the end. We are going to finish this right now. Akapropi making it wire to wire to take the win. Metaspook coming in second. Matt Suter coming in third. Somehow they both managed to get past XAO.
That was a close finish there.
I think. Let's just verify when the times come up here and make sure we got that right. Because they could have passed right after the start as well, and it would.
Hey, what a great first race, though! This is the premiere of the finals. Finals are going to be amazing. Everybody, congratulations! Great first race, great showing by everybody. Different strategies there, different lanes taken. That corner, I think is going to be the killer for a lot of racers this race.
It very much is. There's that really difficult S turn that happens over there and really makes it. So we had so it looks like XAO did make it in. Metaspook makes it in to take the second place spot.
Jumps up second.
Jumps up to second right at the end. That has a lot to do with knowing what the lanes are that you need to be in. So that is spectacular racing from everyone. Congratulations to Akapropi for a well done race. Going wire to wire there and
really
making
got out ahead. And you were saying the
move.
track record that you've seen so far is 7:19. So we're right there, super close.
Yep. We are definitely right on the cusp of getting some track records there. All right, so I'm going to quickly post this into the channel. All right.
Great race to everybody. Congratulations. Yeah, also, everybody who's joined us in the plaza, who's watching live, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. This is our first Upland Racing Series Championship Circuit Series of our first season, the Frost season, joined by Mass Chef and the URL. This is so much fun. You guys get to do this every week.
Every week. I know. It's so awesome. It's very fun. So we are going to go ahead and set up heat number 2. And while we do that, we are going to step away for just a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Genesis Week. That's right. Genesis Week 2024 is happening in Las Vegas, and it's time to dive into Upland's largest event ever. Genesis Week 2024 happening in Las Vegas on June 6th and 7th. This year, we're setting new records with the biggest prizes and more opportunities to connect with the Upland community than ever before. It's an event of unprecedented value, offering an experience you simply can't afford to miss. Again, this is happening Thursday, June 6th and Friday, June 7th of this year. What do you get for coming to Genesis Week? Well, you get exclusive NFTs, happy hour meetup, all-inclusive dining. You get to hang out and engage with other community members. You also get some sweet block explorers and prizes. Now, we've not announced all the prizes yet, but here are some of them. Here are these block explorers for everyone who comes. You got the early bird block explorer, reserved for early bird ticket purchasers. Those are sold out now. Those sold out in like the first 48 hours, so they're gone. You also get a general admission block explorer. Now, everybody who attends gets this block explorer. It's absolutely beautiful. And then for those of you who have been with us 3 years in a row, that's right, all 3 years, you get this special limited Genesis trifecta block explorer for players who have attended each of our in-person events. Very, very cool. You also get attendee badges. Every year that you come to Upland, you get an attendee badge. This is our 3rd year, so it evolves how many times you've come. So if this is going to be your first year, you get the Genesis Week 1. If it's your 2nd year, you get Genesis Week 2. And if it's your 3rd year, it will evolve to the Genesis Week 3. Now stay tuned for more details. If you haven't yet, make sure you go get your ticket right now. You're not going to want to miss out on this event. It's always a good time. Talk to anybody who's attended in person. And stay tuned for more details because we've got more prizes, we've got more events, we've got more information coming as we get closer to Genesis Week. Genesis Week 2024. I can't wait. Las Vegas. Here we come.
All right, and we are back. We are getting all the drivers in the race right now. I am currently selecting my car.
And I will wait to jump in until all racers are there. Just double checking, correct?
Yep. And I will let you know as soon as we have all 6 racers in.
It's a little trippy seeing I'm on this screen, and then on the monitor screen here, I pop up different me, and we're talking about Genesis Week. Everybody, if you've not yet signed up for Genesis Week while we wait to get set up here, Make sure you sign up. It's for everybody that's attended. I don't think I've seen anyone say anything except for they loved it. And I know for myself, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to connect with players. We're going to have racing there this year. We're going to have the first beta championship circuit happening at Genesis Week live in person this year. It's the first time we've ever done it. We've not yet announced the prizes, so stay tuned because this year we've got bigger prizes than ever, more ways to connect with players than ever. It's going to be a blast. Just head to anywhere. The link is over on our website. You can search Genesis Week, link lots of places. Get your tickets now. Genesis Week tickets, general admissions. Early bird sold out. Make sure you get your general admission ticket. Also, we do have discounted lodging for everybody who is attending. It is on a first come, first served basis. So there's limited rooms. But if you purchase your ticket, a link will show up and you'll be able to get discount rooms there. It's Vegas, so it's a spectacle in and of itself.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I unfortunately am not going to be able to make it to Vegas this year.
Now,
Yes. So I work, just for context, I work at a college, and I am one of the operations managers there. And that is the same weekend that we do our alumni reunion weekend. And so it is a restricted weekend for us to take vacation.
oh man,
So yeah, we have no choice but to uh, work. So I always manage to get the Friday. I usually have to go in the mornings, get set up at set up a few things, and then I come home. I broadcast the race real quick, and then I go back to work after. So they
that's
do,
exciting.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
last year I appeared on your guys' championship race there. We were able to give away a
yes.
Genesis Week cart. That was a ton of fun. So
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's going to be even better this year because we will have the URL Champion Series always finishes up on that Friday of Genesis Week as well. So we will have that race, and then we will also have. I hope we will also have the circuit pro circuit racing championship as well for that. So we will be here. We will be ready to go and ready to race. Can't wait for it. I am missing a driver. I am missing Maddox, um, and I tagged him in the channel, but I have not seen him yet.
maybe while we're waiting for him, I'll just review the points that players
Sure.
will be awarded. Maybe we'll go through the top three here just
Hmm.
to give you an idea. So once the finals are set here, we'll decide positions. First place to the remember this race, everybody, is for the championship circuit point structure. So there's going to be a separate leaderboard that drops here for everybody who places. First place gets 30 points. Second is at 25, and then we go down from there. Third is 20, with 12th place getting just 1 point for the circuit. But even if you're in that 12th place, remember, you're not out of it yet because the final 12 will qualify for the Genesis overall championship, the annual championship on the champion circuit for Upland. You will have a chance next season to get and position on that leaderboard. It's going to be fun. It keeps it competitive season in and season out. And remember, this is just open beta, so we're testing it. We'll maybe make some tweaks before we kick off the official racing annual seasons in summer. But so far, so good, and everybody's competing for those 30 points that are up for grab in that first place spot.
Right. And yeah, one of the things that I was telling everybody is everybody was scrambling to get points in the Champion Series, and I said you only got to get in the top 12 because you could literally, if as long as you have a good showing in the finals, you could literally go from 12th to first just in the finals race. So, it's good to have points. It's good to be up there, but I made it my focus to just be in the top 12, and came in on the 12th place spot. So I'm okay with that, and hopefully we'll have a good race. We got about 5 seconds for the race to start. So if you would like to go ahead and start the process for joining.
Yeah, joining now. Loading up, and then I'll just share my screen here. Let's see.
And let's, whoops. Let me get the right screen here. There we go.
Oh, is this an all-stock car race
It
here?
is an
This
all
one's
stock
gonna
car
be
race.
exciting.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, right out the bat, we're neck and neck here. Phalos and Shian Raza in there. Oh my goodness, Phalos takes the lead there. Let's take actually bird's eye view of it with a boost right after he jumped out in front there. A different strategy. Waited to get in front on the boost, but not too shabby. Let's see if he can keep the lead. We've got San Mahoney here in second place, and then we've got a lot of the pack Mass Chef there, solid in third. Shion Raza in fourth, and the man Big Norm 6'11" pulling up the end there. These are all stock cars. Stock cars. Look, I mean, just beautiful cars. The Stock Car Pro Series cars that dropped. This is going to be an interesting race. Everybody's taken so far seems to be the same line, the same lane as last race. That left lane seems to be the sweet spot for most of the racers. Not as much movement here. Phalos as our last Acropony. Acropony made a lot of moves there in the lane switching. And we're coming up to the first lap of this crazy turn that we got here. This is what screwed up some players. It's a difficult turn for sure. We'll see how everybody's able to handle it. Had some skidding there. Well done in first place. Phalos handles it like a boss. Check in on second through third. Right behind. This is going to be a close one coming in here on the second lap. Sad Mahoney, Mass Chef, and Shion Razo just 2, 3, and 4. Hanging tight still. Phalos hasn't been able to make that much of a head here at first place. Big Norm trailing here. We'll see what the strategy is coming in a second. Lap number 2, rather. If we thought the first race was exciting, this race, I think, is going to end up being just exciting. Look at that middle pack here. Nobody's really able to clear it up. Shion Raza and Mass Chef taking some lane changes here on that right. They're back in on the third lane over on the left-hand side. And then we got a boost. We got a boost from Shion Raza that puts him over here on the second lap. He's almost there in first place, making his move. Tactical boost to put him in second, from fourth to second, just like that. See if anybody else has saved boosts, what their strategy is with it here coming in. We've got San Mahoney, who decides to use his boost, and back from the back, we've got Big Norm, who uses his boost. Shion Raza decides to boost right back up to second place. Everybody used those here on lap number 2. Very, very cool. We had some position changes here. Can they hold on? Can Phalos? He's not yet been knocked out of first. He's been able to keep that first place spot. He did use his boost. I don't think I've seen him use a boost since then, so he may be holding that on till the end to hold off any challengers here. San Mahoney and Mass Chef fighting out for third and fourth. And Big Norm's right back there as well. Everybody's pretty close to each other in this race. This is going to be exciting. We're coming up to that difficult turn here. Everyone seems to handle, there's some skidding. Everybody seems to handle that turn pretty well. As we come to the last big straightaway of lap number 2. Now, last time we passed the finish line, we had some boost use. Are any racers rather going to use that boost here in the last lap? Who saved it? We did see some position changes. Nobody was able to take that first place spot, though. We've got Phalos, Shion Raza in second, Sam Mahoney in third, but Mass Chef and Big Norm are right behind. Everybody's still competing for a top 3 spot here. Nobody seems to be out of it yet. Very close, very exciting. This is a Stock Car Pro only race. It's fun to see these cars compete. All right, here we go. We're coming across the finish line here. For lap number 2, entering the third and final lap to decide who gets to go to the finals. Nobody's used their boost yet. Let's see who holds on to it. What is the strategy here in lap number 3? There we go. Phalos making a move with his boost, really takes the lead, widens the gap. Imagine the strategy there is just to say, hey, let's see, can I hold on here? Shion Raza uses what I think is his third and final boost here to tighten the gap. It's going to take some skillful driving here on the turns, on these corners to overtake Phalos. Phalos is still hanging on to that first place spot. San Mahoney still in third, not too far behind Shion Raza. Phalos, again, hanging on to that first place spot. Ooh, we're coming up to that difficult turn, though. Let's see if any position changes here. We're able to do anything. Phalos is able to hang on to first place. San Mahoney, we see there in third. The positions have widened a little bit. We've got Mass Chef just right behind San Mahoney there, and Big Norm holding up the fifth place spot. Phalos, here we go, coming around the trick. I'm going to call it the tricky turn because I want to. It's the tricky turn. We do have some skidding, but Phalos is able to handle it well. He hangs on there to the first place spot. Now we do have some straightaways here at the end of lap number 3. See if anybody has some boosts that they've held on to that they've saved for this last big straightaway. See if they can make a move. Any position changes here at the end. Very exciting. Phalos first, Shion Raza second, San Mahoney third, Mass Chef right behind in fourth, and Big Norm 6'11" in fifth. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming down to the wire. There's a gap between first and second and third there. Phalos and Shion Raza really battling it out here for first place. Shion Raza looks like he's making some moves around the turn. Can he take that? No, he was not able to take that first place spot. Phalos looks like he's going to close it out here. Mass Chef with a boost at the end. Tactical here for second place. Looks like he robbed. He did. He took it. He took that second place with that last minute boost. Shion Raza is going to come in third, San Mahoney in fourth, and Big Norm in fifth. Now that was a race. And I think, Mass Chef, I want to talk to you about that decision to hold to the end paid off for you. Well, then we have the times here. Again, very similar times to the first race. I think the first race was slightly faster, but right in there at the 7-minute, 20-second mark. That was an exciting race. All three positions really up for it till the end.
All right, you can go ahead and stop your screen share now if you'd like.
All right.
And oh my goodness, yes, what a race. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Mass Chef, decision. Did you plan that? Did you play it? Because that took you into that second place spot there. Knocked some people out.
Yes, I did plan that. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to make it into the race fast enough to either get into the second or third position on the track, which are the two ideal positions for me. So I got in on fourth position on the track. So I had to use a little bit of a different strategy, which I have tried to do a couple of different times, and it's paid off before. So I used it again, and it paid off again. So I'm very excited about that. It was a very nice run. Super stoked for it. So Phalos, myself, Shion Raza, congratulations, making it all to the final. San Mahoney getting knocked out of the final there at the end, along with Big Norm. And your guys' finishing spots will be determined by your overall time after the finals. So excellent. Very well done, everyone. So we are going to go ahead and let the cars clear the blockchain. And let me jump out of here quickly.
Yeah, and again, congratulations to everybody. What a race. That one was close the whole way through. I don't think anybody was really out of it till the end there, and that I have to give you credit, man. That boost was genius. That put you over the top. Holding on to that till the end was a master stroke, and let's see how it plays out now in the
Right?
finals.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, very exciting.
Making it to the finals. I'm very happy about that. That was a first goal was obviously to make it to the finals. So we are going to have just an FYI. So Phalos is our low time on the Heat qualifiers. So Phalos will be the starter for the finals race, coming in with a 7:21.007 to yeah, fast,
That's
fast,
super fast.
yeah,
Super
super
fast.
fast, super fast. So Phalos, you are welcome to start the final race when
You
you're
know, these
ready.
finals we are doing a little different for there is a qualifying lap, correct? For the finals to determine your position.
Correct. So we are going to try to start it with the qualifying race, and I'm just putting a note into the drivers channel there for Phalos to start that race with a qualifier lap. And while we get this race set up, we're going to step away for a quick commercial break, and we will be right back with the Upland Racing Series Champion Series Finals.
For all the marbles. This
All
is
the marbles. It's coming down to this. So we will be right back in just a moment. Stay tuned. All right, we are back, and apparently there is no option to do a qualifying lap in the menu.
Oh,
Um,
if they refresh, to my understanding, it's turned on.
I am going to try to refresh your
Yeah,
screen.
let's see. If not, we can continue with the original positions.
I just refreshed mine, but let me just double check here.
Cool.
I'll try to start something here just to see if I can get it going. Nope, I refreshed and I still don't have the option.
Okay, let's we'll do this. We do plan on having qualifying laps. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're up. We'll get those sorted out for next season. And so can we just review real quick how positioning works for everybody? Then
So because there's no qualifier, positioning works just the same as it would with any other race. So the pole position person is the only one who gets a definitive starting position. So
cool.
they will start in the pole. Everybody else, good luck. It's how fast you can jump in there once you get the code posted to the driver's lobby. So
Good luck to everybody. This is it. This will decide and determine the race. I'm being told the qualifying lap should be working, but
yeah, it is not on. It is not listed as an option for me either.
cool. Yeah, that's we'll do the positions as originally planned, and then we'll get qualifying lap figured out. And next season we'll have that in, and make it like a real race. It'll be a ton of fun. So, any predictions, Mass Chef, before we jump into this one?
Man, I honestly, I can't even say. Only because I think we're going to have two UK editions in the finals. I think that's going to play a big role.
Mm,
They are really tough to beat. I'm not saying they can't be beat. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong, but they are tough cars. They're very fast. Um, and I think that is going to be a deciding factor on at least the top, in the top three spots anyway. Um, so if I were to pick, I'd probably have to say it's going to be a UK spot, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Strategy. You think we see Boost at the beginning? You think we see him holding to the end now?
You know, it could go either way. We have so for the finals we have Phalos, Sheehan Raza, XAO777, Aka Propi, Metaspook, and myself. We have 4 Pro Series vehicles, and we have 2 UK editions with XAO and Aka Propi. Now, with that said, Phalos and Sheehan Raza are in the 1 and 2 spot. XAO 777 is in the 3 spot, Akapropi in 4, Metaspook in 5, and myself in the number 6 spot going into the start of the race. So we're going to see how this plays out because this is going to be very, very interesting. I'm very excited to see what happens here. So if you would like to go ahead and share your screen one more time and join in as a spectator.
All right. Good luck to all of our races. This is on the championship leaderboard. We're going to see the points here, how they work, how they play out. Good luck, Phalos, Sheehan Raza, XAOC, Acra Propi, Metaspook, and Mass Chef. Very exciting. Our first ever, ladies and gentlemen, this is history that you're witnessing. Our first ever Upland Series championship series circuit. Our first ever points will be awarded. Our first ever season champion. For top 3 here also get a badge this season. I forgot to mention that. Forgot to review that. So good luck. Three players are going to walk away with a 1-of-1 commemorative badge. First, second, and third for the first season race. And here we go. Ooh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for everybody.
I know, right?
Can't imagine what the racers must be feeling. It's like I used to run track, and it's right before your nerves just really take off and gets it going. And here we go. The countdown begins. Let's see the strategy. This is the finals. This is the best racers in Upland. And we're off. Phalos, Sheehan Raza holding that 1 and 2 spot neck and neck. Just there we go. Phalos decides to use his boost. Now, this is a similar strategy to his last race here. Get out ahead, hold ahead. Can he do that? Mass Chef jumped up to second place there. Used a boost as well. Sheehan Raza in third. XAOC in fourth. Acropropi jumps up to fourth now with both UK cars, fourth and fifth, side by side. XAOC and Acropropi switching positions there. Phalos still in first place. Metaspook not far behind, though. Everybody's still in it. No one really taking that big jump. Phalos out ahead. See if he can maintain his distance. His strategy seems to be the same as last race. We've got Mass Chef in second. Sheehan Raza in third. Some boosts were used here on the first lap, I think by everybody, by all the racers. Let's check in on our UK cars, see how they're performing. In third and fourth place, got to watch out for these. They do have that speed and the ability to take over a race. Let's see how everybody handles this first turn. Seems pretty decent so far. They make it look easy. I mean, these are the best racers in Upland in the final race. This is why this is the championship circuit. Phalos still here in first place as we come to the last straightaways in lap number 1. Oh, and there we go. We're making a move. XAOC jumps up into third place with a boost. Up into second, and does he does. XAOC takes that first place. No, Phalos taking it back again. Does he hold on to it after the turn? XAOC used his boost there to take over a couple spots. He's in solid second place. Phalos fell behind for a second, but got it back at the turn. Second, third, and fourth are right there. Oh my goodness. XAOC again using a big boost on this final straightaway to take a commanding first place position here leading into lap number 2. We'll see if he's able to hold on to that in this lap. Oh my goodness. We have another boost changing positions. Phalos back in the first place. It's back and forth here in the End of lap number 1, the beginning of lap number 2, with Phalos now in first place, XAOC in second, just right behind him. That was a well-timed boost there at the finish line. Shion Raza is in third, who just used the boost himself to close the gap between XAOC in that second place position. Metasfook jumped up, and looks like Mass Chef just took him over in the fourth place position. Now, everybody in this race is going to be awarded points. How much are you going to be awarded on the championship leaderboard? We are seeing these are the best racers in Upland, ladies and gentlemen. This is a historic occasion, and you can see it. You can see the strategy here. You can see the racing skill, what lanes they're deciding to take, when they're deciding to boost. We've got a neck and neck here in second and third place between XAOC and Shion Raza. Can XAOC hold off Shion Raza? The turns here that are upcoming are probably going to tell who handles them better. Oh, some skid by Shion Raza. XAOC masterful around that turn to hold off Shion Raza. Oh, I love that. I love that tricky turn. It's so cool to watch players go through it. Just a great time. Phalos commanding lead here in first place right now. XAOC holding up second. Shion Raza in third. We're coming to the end of lap number 2. Are we going to see any moves made here? Mass Chef is in fourth place. Metaspook coming up in fifth, right behind Mass Chef. Not too much distance there. And Agropropi, one of the UK cars, in sixth place there. We'll see if he's able to make any moves here and close the distance in the third and final lap. Phalos got out in front. He's been overtaken by XAOC a few times. He made a nice strategic move there to get back into first place, and he's managed to maintain it. It does look like third lap here, we're going to see some more position changes. It's close here in the finals. Who's going to walk away with those 30 points in first place? Who's going to walk away with the 3 badges, first, second, and third? As of right now, Shiaraza makes that move into start of lap number 3 into second place here. XAOC in third. Mass Chef holding fourth. Pretty solid round the first turn here. See some distance between fourth, fifth, and sixth. Agropropi holding up that sixth place. Everybody, remember, gets points for the leaderboard, all 12 players. This determines, oh my goodness, Shion Raza making moves here in lap number 3, but Phalos wasn't able to make that turn. Maybe mistimed his move there, took the turn too hard, and Phalos back in first place. Shion Raza in second. XAOC in third right now. Phalos, so far, he's been challenged for that first place spot a few times now during lap number 3 and has been able to maintain it. Skillful driving, really taking those turns well, but he's not gone unchallenged. And you can just see the quality of racer here with each of these racers, that they're able to challenge each other this way, that they're able to make moves on the turns in different lanes, different decisions, strategy being made. How do we finish off? We're coming around these tricky bends. Does anybody make any moves here? We're going to pay attention here to the first and second place because they're so close to each other. Both racers, Phalos and Shion Raza, take those really well. XAOC in third place. Does he make a move here at the end? He does have that UK car, one of the faster cars here on the track. We've got Mass Chef just right behind XAOC in fourth. Metasfook in fifth. Let's take a look at him. Also right behind Mass Chef, not too much different distance there. And Agropropi coming up in sixth place here. Let's get back to our first place driver. You can see the Lucelle Stadium there. That's just beautiful. That's why this is a monument racetrack. The creme de la creme of racers, the creme de la creme of racetracks. We're coming down to the final stretch here, the final straightaway. Phalos looks like, as of right now, he's going to be able to hold on to that first place spot. See if anybody is going to make a move here. Right now, first place Phalos, second place Shion Raza, third place is XAOC. Mass Chef is in fourth place, just right behind XAOC here. Coming up, Mass Chef does use a boost. Similar strategy to last race. Takes over that third place spot from XAOC. Is he going to be able to hold on to it? Second place, Shion Raza. Mass Chef with the last minute boost again to take the third place spot. There we have our top 3. Phalos, Shion Raza, Mass Chef. Metasfook comes in fourth. XAOC in fifth. And Agropropi in sixth there. Congratulations. Our finals, Phalos takes the podium at number one in our first championship series. Amazing. Congratulations to all the racers. And I got to get Mass Chef back on here. Mass Chef again coming with the last minute boost there for that third place spot.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, I used the same strategy again. I was hoping I mistimed my very first boost and end up getting caught on the first turn on the second turn there. That was a little rough. Had to make up some time, and luckily enough, on that track, it is possible to come back from behind and hold back a little bit and just kind of wait for other drivers to make mistakes. It is such a long track that it is so easy to lose your place on the track and make a mistake. So unless you've done so many, runs on that track that like you said earlier, it's more muscle memory than anything. It is next to impossible to make any time back. So, huge congratulations to Phalos on an awesome run. She and Raza in on a beautiful run as well to come in second place. XAO finishing out fourth, Metaspook in fifth, and Acropropi in sixth. Congratulations to all of the top six finishers. That was just fantastic. Very nicely done.
That was an exciting race to watch. Again, like I said, it's the best racers in Upland in this race today, and it showed the challenges there for positioning, the strategy, the move, the amount of positions that changed in this race on this monument track. It's history. Everyone, we're watching history, and our first three podium winners of our first official Upland Racing Series, Phalo, Shion Raza, and Mass Chef. Mass Chef, how does it feel to make the podium here in season one?
I'm absolutely ecstatic. I'm very, very happy. I wanted one of those badges so bad. Um, so, and I just want to, thank all of the racers that participated in this event and really made it something special, not just for the Champion Series, but for all of the series of cars that we had out there racing. It was a spectacular event. I can't wait for next season to start. Uh, just fabulous. And a big thank you to the Upland team and yourself, X1, for joining us here today and going over and having some races with us.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun. A shout out to you guys, the Upland Racing League, for hosting these finals. We really appreciate it. Everybody, if you haven't yet, make sure you go join the Upland Racing League Discord server. If you enjoyed the racing today, that's the place to be. If you're a hardcore racing fan, or maybe you've just been introduced to racing and you like what you saw here today, you see the excitement here. It's very exciting, and there's some big things coming for racing. We've got consumables that are coming, consumable boosts that's going to change the game. We've got max performance score that's coming that's really going to level the playing field there, racing and race out. And it's a big time, or it's a good time. It's a big time to get into racing for sure.
Yeah, and very, very excited. I mean, literally, this event today has been basically a 2-year culmination of the Upland team and what they've been doing kind of in the background. And so I am super excited to be here. I'm super excited to be part of the historic inaugural Upland Racing Series Champion Series race. So very happy.
Yep. No, thank you. And congratulations to all of our top 12 finalists. All will be on the leaderboard. We will drop the leaderboard later today or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that and get ready for next season. Next season starts April 1st is the beginning of Blossom season. We'll have a full season of racing. We only had a half a season of racing this time around as the open beta. We will have a full season of racing. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that announcement. This is the last day of the frost season in Upland. We're going to have 2 weeks of the off season here, and then Blossom season starts April 1st. You're not going to want to miss out on not just racing, but all the events that happen during the season.
Everything Blossom season. And I don't know if, and I just want to throw the shout out there for those who are on X, what used to be Twitter, and caught the drop that Upland made today about Sparklet. Check it out if you haven't seen that yet, because that is super awesome. So, we're very excited to see that as well.
Yep, definitely. Check that out and stay tuned for more information and news over the next week here about the airdrop platform and the airdrop
For
activities and
sure.
missions that are coming on that. Very exciting.
For sure. So once again, congratulations to all of our finalists today. Congratulations to the finishers. We really appreciate everybody joining in this race. X1, thank you once again for coming on and joining us. And we look forward to Blossoms season starting on April 1st and more racing coming at you with that. So with that, we will see you all later, and I will see you on the track.
Bye, everyone.